seconds. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Mariota to throw it. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. So far this season, has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Montgomery diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw again. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Looking to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So now it's two straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Arnold Ebiketie came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And again, back to Kmet. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Here's Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Velus Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Let's go now. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready? Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off play action, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 36 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball is out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, 49 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Play action. It's Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short